Hello, and welcome to this edition of World Football Africa. I'm Charles, and this is the version of the immediate aftermath of the African Football League second leg final. It's just ended right now. In fact, as I speak, the trophy, the winner's trophy, has not been handed out. But obviously, for those who have been following and for those who watched the game, you will be already aware that the inaugural champions of the inaugural AFL are in the books, and it is the Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. So I just thought I should do a quick one um, just to tap into the raw emotions of the occasion, um, the game, and what this means going forward. So just a quick off the cuff, um, raw version of the second leg in South Africa. For starters, Mamelodi won it 2-0, goals from Peter Shalulile, who was actually playing his first game of the tournament, and then Aubrey Modiba in the second half, putting the icing on the cake. Mamelodi were deserved winners. They were totally dominant throughout the game. The stadium was packed. All you could see was yellow through the stands, and they were not overawed by the occasion, but you can't say the same for their opponents, Wydad Casablanca, who were a huge shadow of the side that we saw in Morocco. Yes, they were playing away from home, we understand that, but you'd have expected them to put up a bigger fight in this final. They obviously opted from the start to sort of keep what they had because they came into the final with a 2-1 lead. Protection, I think, was the priority for Adi Ramsey and his side. And to be honest, until Mamelodi scored the first goal, you thought it was the right strategy because they had really shut out Mamelodi. Mamelodi had the lion's share of possession, but it wasn't helping them at all. Wydad were very, very comfortable in the entire first half. Then the goal went in towards the end of the first half. Good work from Tebo Mokoena, arguably the best player of the tournament, helping to set up that goal. And then Peter Shalulile cleaning up with a poacher's finish there. Incredible, incredible performance. After that from Sundowns, I mean, the second half, they came out and could have doubled the lead through Peter Shalulile. I ran onto a back pass from a Wydad player that was saved by Moti, the Wydad goalkeeper. But the second goal came through a similar mistake, a back pass that was misplaced by a Wydad player, run onto by Modiba, and he evaded one tackle and then chipped the ball into the back of the net beyond the goalkeeper. So after that, Mamelodi, just saw the game. At times, it got a little bit messy. There was a little bit of unnecessary time wasting, really, on the part of Mamelodi. They will say they were only returning the favor because you could say Wydad had set the tone in the first half. Wydad from the first half were clearly playing out for a 0-0 draw in this one. So when Mamelodi went ahead, they sort of took a page out of Wydad's book, and in the end, it really took the steam out of the game. Wydad really didn't do anything in this game, and for them, this is another case of what might have been, because last year they also got to the final of the CAF Champions League, lost to Al Ahly in that one. But for Mamelodi, this is a historic victory, and it meant so much to them. You could see from the tears of the coach of Mamelodi, Rulani Mokoena. He could hardly express himself in the post-match interview. It was a special occasion for Mamelodi. They've won the CAF Champions League once. Wydad have won it 3 times. Last year, they were knocked out in the semi-finals by Wydad Casablanca, and I think that adds a little bit of excitement to this victory. I think they might be the first team to go through a CAF Champions League campaign and get all the way to the semi-finals without losing a game and still get eliminated. That's what happened to Mamelodi Sundowns last year, because they were able to draw 1-1 away to Wydad, and then they came and conceded a late equalizer to draw 2-2 and lose on away goals. That is in the past, of course. Now they are the inaugural winners of the African Football League. It was a tournament of 8 teams drawn from what are ranked the top 8 leagues in Africa: Egypt, Congo, that is DRC, Angola, you had Nigeria, of course, South Africa and Morocco, then Tanzania. On the way here, on the way to the final, Mamelodi eliminated the champions of Angola, Petro de Luanda. Then in the semi-finals, they eliminated Al Ahly, the champions of Egypt and reigning CAF Champions League champions. And then in the end, they did the job against Wydad. Wydad, on the other hand, eliminated Esperance Tunis in the semis and TP Mazembe in the quarterfinals. So the second leg was one-way traffic, as I said at the beginning. And kudos to Mamelodi. I think they deserve it. They, if there is one club that has the capacity to break the dominance of the North African teams, the stronghold or the stranglehold the North African teams have on African football, it is Mamelodi. They are obviously the team of the current CAF president, Motsepe, and even before he became CAF president, they were they were a well-funded team. They don't lack for resources. They obviously have no competition in South Africa. In reality, they've won the last 6 South African titles, 7 of the last 8, and they're the record champions with 13 titles. And you thought that they were among the favorites coming to the tournament, and you have to say they are deserved champions. Their brand of football is a joy to watch, and they always go out to play. They actually had more possession in Morocco in the first leg, and they even had more at home, as we all expected. So congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns, the new African Football League champions, and congratulations too to Wydad, although right now it will be painful for them. But in these situations, someone has to lose. And I don't think Wydad can have many complaints that they lost. I thought they didn't do much in the second leg, and they always knew this final would be decided in the second leg. I thought it was more mental than a case of having the means to do it, because their performance in the first leg, particularly in the second half, was full of intent. It was purposeful. We didn't see that today. Obviously, as I said, because they opted to go out and keep what they have. It's always a risky strategy, because once you concede the first goal, then you have to switch the mentality. And some teams can do that, others can't. And once Mamelodi grew in confidence and started keeping the ball away from Wydad, it was always going to be difficult for them to get into the game. So we will do another episode, that will look, that will give a cleaner look at the events that transpired today in Pretoria. But for now, this is if you will, the raw uncut version of the second leg of the African Football League final. And congratulations again to Mamelodi Sundowns, the winners of the inaugural African Football League. See you. Thanks for watching.